What if your entire fighting journey, from clueless beginner to feared black belt, could be read at a glance, just by the color tied around your waist? In the world of grappling arts, your belt isn't just fabric. It's a diary written in dye, soaked in sweat, and stitched with years of bruises, breakthroughs, and quiet humiliation. But here's the twist. While Judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu both use belts to mark progress, the stories those belts tell are wildly different, like two maps of the same mountain, drawn by travelers who took opposite paths. In Judo, the belt system moves fast, almost suspiciously fast. A dedicated student can earn a black belt in as little as 3 to 5 years. Why? Because Judo was designed not just as a martial art, but as a physical education system for modern Japan. Efficiency was key. The focus? Explosive throws, balanced disruption, and pins that end fights in seconds. Once you've mastered the core syllabus, 67 official throws, 29 groundwork techniques, you've earned that black belt. It's a badge of technical competence, not necessarily decades of mastery. And after black, the ranks climb through Dan levels. But visually, it stays black until you hit 6th Dan, when you're awarded a red and white paneled belt, reserved for legends. Few ever see one in person. Now step into a BJJ academy, where time bends like a spine in a deep armbar. Here, the journey to black belt averages 10 years, sometimes more. Why so long? Because BJJ isn't just about knowing techniques. It's about surviving them over and over for years. The white belt isn't a starting point. It is a rite of passage through endless positional purgatory. Blue belt? That's where you stop being a liability. Purple? Now you're dangerous. Brown? You're one step from teaching the art itself. And the black belt? In BJ, it's not the end, it's the beginning of true understanding. Some say you don't even start learning BJ until you hit black. Even the colors tell different stories. Judo uses a simple progression. White gives yellow, gives orange, gives green, gives blue, gives brown, gives black. Clean, linear. BJJ, especially outside Japan, explodes with nuance. White, blue, purple, brown, black, but within each, there are stripes, often 4 per belt, marking micro milestones. And for kids, BJJ adds a rainbow. Gray, yellow, orange, green, even junior belts with half colors. Judo keeps it austere. BJ embraces the messy, non-linear climb of human growth. But the real difference lies in what the belt means on the mat. In Judo, a black belt might dominate with throws, but get tangled in deep guard if taken down. In BJ, a purple belt could submit a Judo black belt on the ground without breaking a sweat. Neither is better, they're specialized. Judo belts certify you can end the fight standing. BJJ belts prove you can win it on the floor, even when you're underneath. And then there's the culture. In Judo, you bowed to your belt before tying it, a gesture of respect to the lineage. In BJJ, you might train in a ripped t-shirt and mismatched shorts, but you'll never skip washing your belt, or so the myth goes. Truth, most BJJ fighters do wash theirs. Hygiene wins over superstition. Yet both communities guard their ranking systems fiercely, because they know a belt isn't earned in tournaments or flashy highlights. It's forged in the quiet moments when you tap, get up, and ask again. So next time you see 2 grapplers bowing before rolling, look at their belts. One might represent a decade of ground warfare, the other years of airborne precision. Same fabric, different lifetimes. And in the end, the most dangerous fighter isn't the one with the blackest belt, but the one who remembers what it felt like to wear white.